The revenue delineated under debt service open space is just that. It's the moving open space monies for debt service specific to open space projects. As many of you know, there are various funds that we operate off of, and in order for us to move money into the current fund from the open space trust, we have to anticipate it as revenue to offset our debt service budget.
I just have a budget question, two maybe, but one that I have a gap in my understanding of this. And I tried to piece these numbers together and they just don't make sense. So maybe it's the Open Space Trust Fund. Since its inception, $100 million in taxes have gone into it from the municipalities. The state in 2000 put in another $5 million. They might have put in the Green Acres added to it. Now, according to a request, an Oprah response, the fund bought $68 million in property, and they've given out $10 million in grants, about $1 million a year annually. And they have like 30 million. As of 12/31/2010, they had $20 million. But looking at the budgets for the past years, going back to the beginning, there's been debt service, and it just doesn't add up. Like $28 million, or if you count 2012, in debt service. And it would look like the $68 million that was bought would cover, you'd have enough money to cover it. What is being financed out of this? Like specifically, in 2011, the debt service on the Open Space Trust Fund went from 4.1 million to 5.2. That was a revenue item in there. And nothing was bought major. I mean, how did that happen? And what is the 5.2 consist of? What is being paid off there? Or if there's anything I could see. And in something related, also in the budget, last year alone, 2010, there was a $4 million revenue item for debt service for Oakwood Plaza that I have no clue how that developed. If you could just give me a little inkling of what that is all about. That's one-time deal, Oakwood Plaza, $4 million revenue for 2010. That's it. Thanks.
Thank you. Director Taylor?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Regarding the Open Space Trust Fund, the amount appropriated in the 2012 budget of $5.2 million is reflective of debt service for projects that are affiliated with the Open Space Trust. As far as the prior years for the Oakwood Plaza, I am uncertain of the history on that. I don't have the budget document that Mr. Burry is referring to, but if it's a line item of revenue, I will tell you that prior to us being able to anticipate it, it would have to meet all of the various thresholds that the state requires in order to anticipate revenues in the budget. Okay, but I'd be happy to take a look at it and get back to you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Jim Bednick, Cranford, freeholders. Maybe I'm a little quizzical. On the Open Space Trust Fund, does that resolution or ordinance or whatever you want to call it allow the county to go into debt when purchasing? I guess the answer is yes, huh? Mr. Sullivan? Freeholder Sullivan? Yeah. And two, is there any cap on that debt?
Are you finished? Are your questions finished?
Yeah. I was expecting another answer.
Well, I want to make sure you get everything out. Director Taylor?
The parameters surrounding the open space funds do not have a cap on debt because the debt issued for the various projects associated with open space are GO bonds, and they are not revenue bonds because revenue bonds for the market tend to have a higher interest rate. So these are GO bonds, and as a result, there is no cap on it other than the county's regular debt service limits.